Yeah.
Do your thing.
Hey, yo, King, you doing it, man? Let's talk that talk.
Hi guys, you know what it is? I'm back. So I'm back here in the best studio ever in BK Shoe Studio with the talented, amazing, the GOAT, you know what it is, Bud Brooklyn, controlling the filming, the editing, the just everything. So thank you guys so much. I'm back. I'm back in New York. I'm just back, baby. That's it. So because I'm back, I have a different mindset, and you know what? This is a different type of podcast. I wanted to do something special. I wanted to still have ROV as the main thing for everything. It's never changing. But right now, this podcast is different. It's improved. It's gonna be raunchy. It's gonna be everything that I said that I was gonna do in the beginning when I said I was gonna leave. I'm doing right now, and this podcast is up and coming. And it's my baby. So thank you guys for waiting so long. This new podcast, right? You ready for this? I need that. It's called Gemeration, not generation, Gemeration. And I'm gonna tell you why. If you guys watch this whole thing, make sure you listen to it, watch it, whatever you want to do, just plug me in. You don't even gotta watch me, because all I'm gonna be doing is hand movements. And for the people who know me, you don't gotta watch that. You could just go to outside and watch that outside. But definitely plug me in. And if you want to know the reason for the new podcast name and why I chose Gemeration instead of Generation, you gotta wait until the end. So here we go. We starting off big, baby. The reason that I'm back, so for people who know, I went to Florida and I was with my girl at the time, and I'm back. I'm better. I'm healing, if you understand what that means, and I'm just focused on me right now. And honestly, I really want to thank everybody who's just been waiting out for me, like who's just been checking on me, just been making sure I'm good. I know a lot of people been skeptical and been worried and been like, yo, where's King? What's she doing? Is she okay? Trust me, guys, I'm fine. And this podcast is going to show that, like, I really grew. Like, I don't know, like, for people who really get out of their hometown, get out of their parents' crib, and just do it, I give it to y'all. Because I only lasted 4 months. Only 4 months. I left in January. I was back by the end of April. Like, it just wasn't it. I gave my mother the 3 months. I joked about it. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna come back in 3 months. I'm gonna be living my best life, 26 at the time, living my best life. Like, yeah, I got this. I don't need no mommy and daddy. I'm grown. Like, what you mean? And yeah, that I needed mommy back. I need mommy back. You know what it is? It's just I wasn't ready financially. I thought that when I was gonna get out there, it was just because I had all these job interviews that it was just gonna be made for me. And that was the naive part of me. You understand? Like, that was the me that just wanted to get out and run and get away from what they're so comfortable with and just grow. You understand? Like, everybody who's grown and got to a better spot, they always had to face some challenges. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna face those challenges and I'm gonna be who I said I was gonna be, and I'm gonna make it. You understand? It wasn't the case, and that's okay. And it's okay to go backwards and just retrace your steps, because maybe that wasn't the route for you. And that's what I had to find out. And honestly, Florida, you guys can kiss them up. I'm just playing. But not. Florida was really a very, very learning and teaching, and just it showed me how to be an adult in the worst but good way. I was so coddled when I was out here before. I was so getting things handed to me, or always like, yo, don't worry, I got it. I'll figure a way. I'll do this. I'll do that. When I got out there, yes, I had my family support, but how can I ask my family for support, for help so much, for, all those days when my family needs to worry about themselves as well? So it really did take a toll out of me mentally, physically, and emotionally, in all those ways. But it was good. Like, Florida was a bittersweet moment for me. Don't get me wrong. People in Florida, yo, guys, First of all, why am I getting thrown with water bottles? I'm just trying to drive. I don't understand. If I cross you, it's because I gotta get to the other side. It is not because I'm racing. You don't gotta throw a water bottle at me. I didn't even know that was a thing in Florida, but apparently it is. Road rage, throwing water bottles, throwing whatever other cups you got in your car at the car because you all mad. Did not know that was a thing, but definitely happy to be back in New York with all the crazies that I already know because, yeah. But, Florida's great. I will not go there ever again, but it was a beautiful, bittersweet experience, honestly. I learned a lot about myself, and I'm just very, look, see, I'm dying here. I'm just very, very happy that I was able to experience that challenge. But because of that challenge, when I got back home, it was a lot. It was a lot. And other challenges faced, and I woke up one day and I was just like, nah, I need to go back to doing what I love. And this is what I love. I hit up Spud Brooklyn. I was like, yo, I need the stew. Let's go. Because I needed to voice out all the stuff that I went through to see and just show. Like, I did that. And I'm back here. And it's okay to come back because I'm going to progress now. I know my mistakes. I know what I did wrong. I know what I took for granted. I know all of it. And I'm not about to do that right now. So this podcast is just going to be filled with me talking all my shit. And if you guys don't want to hear it, you guys could just, not click the link. It's totally fine. But if you guys do, I'm so ready to give it all. Like, I'm going to be getting emotional. I'm going to be getting raw. I'm going to be even having Spud Brooklyn come and do some reactions with me. Do some talks about, this generation. So when he was growing up, all that. And this is just going to be raw. And you're going to see me doing, getting messed up. I might just do a little, excuse me, sorry, with my words. But I'm trying to give you the 100% me. That's it. So, Florida out of the topic already. So, with everything, when I had came back, I found myself. I found some self-love. I found a better understanding of what life really means. I started working in a different spot, and it was a home care. I work in a home care now. And it shows you a different mindset of how people view other people, and especially with respect and everything. We have a whole bunch of people that come in who want to work as home attendants, and when they get this patient, they just think that sitting on the phone is okay. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know what the heck it has come to this world, but when do we stop respecting our elders? When do we stop caring for our elders? Like, if you're going to take a job with elderly people, with kids, with whoever, with just human beings, and you have to be very attentive to them, why are you guys always on your phones? And I know this is very hypocritical of me because I need you to be on the phone to, listen to me. But why? Why can't people just enjoy life? I think that's where I got myself messed up at, because I wanted to do this. I wanted to do a vlog. I wanted to do a podcast. I wanted to do a talk show. I wanted to do all these things. But when I was doing these things, I found myself just enjoying life. And that is okay. That is what we are supposed to be doing. Like, I don't understand why I go to somebody's work environment now, right? And they're just on the phone. I went to City MD yesterday, right? And I'm standing there because of COVID, the plastic, what do you call it? The plastic barrier things, whatever the hell it is, are still there. So I'm standing there in front of the plastic. And I'm waiting for like a good 2 minutes. And this lady is just on her phone, on Instagram. And I'm here like, okay, I got some chest pain. Like, you gonna take care of me? So, you gotta do the... So I did that. She's like, she looks up real salty. And I'm just confused. This is your job. This is what you are paid to do. Why are you mad because I'm interrupting your phone time? No, that's not cool. Like, I don't get it. Like, we are so glued to our phones. And I'm, like I said, I'm a hypocrite. Because when I'm taking a shit, I need my phone. I need to look at some TikToks. I need to look at what gossip came in. Whatever it is, I need my phone. And I understand that. But in a work environment, why do you need to have your phone 24/7 with you? Especially this new generation with the relationships as well. Why do I need to have my phone out and text you 24/7 while I'm at work, when you know the time I get out and you know the time I get in and you know my lunch schedule? Why do we need to text any other time than those times when I'm at work? Excuse me. Like, I'm confused. Did we lose that? Did we lose that in touch with ourselves? Like, work is supposed to be where you go away and escape, get some money, and then come home. You're going to work and you're still talking to who you live with 24/7, and you're coming home to still talk about what you guys were just talking about in text. I'm confused. Maybe it's just me, but I would rather a lot of our generation and the generation now to just lay off of their phones when they are enjoying or when they have to and they are in a work environment. Don't get me wrong, if you're a social media person and you need it for your job, do it. But if you are in home care or if you are just dealing one-on-one with people, I feel like out of respect, just give them your time. Like, that's all anybody's asking nowadays. The world is going to shits right now. You think somebody wants to go into like in a work environment such as urgent care and sick as a dog, got probably mad issues in the crib, and they want to stand in front of you and wait 5 minutes because you can't look up from your phone? No, that's not it, guys. It's not it at all. I don't know what gotta happen, but we gotta shake out of that habit. We gotta be more in tune with what's going on in the world. We gotta be more in tune with ourselves. A lot of people do not like to be alone. Why? At the end of the day, when you leaving here, you leaving the earth, wherever, your religion stands, you're gonna be alone. Why don't you take the time out to realize who you are alone before you don't have that option? That's why a lot of people also get depressed on too. And I'm sorry I'm jumping from topic to topic, but this is just shit that has been on my mind for so many months and days and weeks. And I'm giving it all straight to you guys raw. And you guys can comment too and be like, yo, you just wildin', like, you just talking out your butt. Whatever the case is, that's fine. I want y'all to engage with me. But yeah, so it's like, I want y'all to understand that, let's say you guys are with somebody 24/7. It could be your mom, it could be your sibling, it could be whatever. It's just one person you're with 24/7. God forbid something happens with that person, right? Now what's gonna happen? You're sad, you're depressed, you're not okay, and now you're jumping from this or you're lashing out. There's so many things that can go wrong. You got trust issues, you got this, so many things. Instead of waiting for that big break to happen, love yourself first. Make sure that you're good with yourself. And of course, we're human. We're all going to have issues, flaws. Shoot, I got trust issues. I got ex issues. There's a lot. I'm lesbian, so there's a lot. But it's okay to have those issues. Just learn them for yourself before adding on an extra person into your life. Because if you're in tune with yourself, then you don't gotta worry. God forbid you guys break up as a friend, or as, you and your cousin stop talking, or you and your mother get into this fight or whatever. At the end of the day, yes, you're gonna be sad about it, but because of the respect you have for yourself, and because you feel like whatever it was the case, it wasn't on you, then you're good. Then you're not depressed. Then you're not telling yourself, oh my God, I can't do this without this person. No, you're gonna be sad, but you're gonna be okay. And I feel like everybody needs to be okay nowadays, because there's too much stuff going on in this world. Way too much stuff. There's freaking kids who are literally jumping trains. Like, I came back from Florida and my brother's on the phone with me like, oh, the kid from the school jumped a train. They were doing like that subway crap. I like where the kids stand on the train and they start trying to jump the thing, whatever the hell it's called. They were doing that, and a kid from his school passed away from doing that trick. You know how it was bad for me to say when he had told me, because he was like, you know, that he was sad or whatever. And the immediate thing was, well, lesson learned. And that wasn't the response. And as a big sister, especially one, you know, from that sees that this generation is just losing their, like, they're just batshit fucking crazy. Sorry for my language, but like, as a sister who sees that, even as parents who see what's going on in this world, you can't give these kids love so sincere sometimes. Sometimes there's kids who need a little bit tough love. And I felt like my brother is one of them. So instead of me being engaging and being like, damn, Pa, are you okay? I took another route. And the route that I took was lesson learned. And he didn't want to speak to me. And that's understandable because I didn't consider his feelings. But as a big sis, you have to understand, like, I'm not losing my brother over something stupid. I'm sorry. Like, I hope, and I'm not saying anything in any way to the people who lost their kids or lost their people from this. But I will give my brother the toughest love in the world than lose him to these challenges on TikTok and social media where kids are trying to do these things knowing that they can die just to get the views. Like, no, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Again, excuse my language. I'm not losing my brother to that. So I spoke to him on the other side and I was like, listen, I'm sorry. I apologize that this has happened to you. And it clicked. I am talking to my 14-year-old brother about a death from his friend. I started having people die on me around that age. And I didn't know, I couldn't go tell my parents. I couldn't go tell anybody because I didn't even know how to cope with it. But now my 14-year-old brother is sitting in a classroom or in a school where this kid was just at. And he doesn't even know what to do or say. Like, how is that okay that now, as for kids, that is regular? For kids, it's regular to be like, yeah, my friend passed away in a train, like, you know, doing the subway train thing. I'm like, what? Back then with us, it's like, yo, this kid passed away because a hit and run. Or this kid passed away because, you know, gang relations and he was just there at the wrong time. Like, no, there's kids literally offing themselves. And then it's like, this kid's doing it the next day. It's not being learned. It's being looked at as a challenge. Like, oh, that kid passed away, but I could do it and I could be famous. No. Like, no. These are kids. My 14-year-old brother is literally knowing about edibles, about vape pens. They have a home aid for the bathroom for middle school, so the middle school girls do not vape. You're 10. You're 10 to like 12, not even like 9 to 12. I don't even remember the time. But what? You gotta worry about children, teenagers, young teens vaping? But then I'm a hypocrite because I smoke weed on a daily. So if I tell my brother don't smoke this, don't smoke that, and then I smoke it, he's not going to really take it into consideration like, oh, okay, well, it's bad. No, you're doing it. Why I can't do it? So I'm confused. Why are kids knowing about these things? Like, now my brother's in high school, so it's understandable. Even in the 9th grade, it was very understandable because, I mean, not 9th grade, I'm sorry. In the 8th grade, because you're just now going into high school. But why does my brother know the prices of an eighth? Why does my brother know the prices of an edible and which edible and how you bake it and like what are you supposed to put in? I'm 27 and I don't even know how much ingredients you're supposed to put in a damn baking thing. Because if I knew, I would have been making money. But still, not the point. Not the point. Why is a 14-year-old knowing this? And it's not like you can come on and be like, how you know this? Because they're kids that are literally now adults. Okay? Quotation marks, adults in this world. Because once they hit 14, they feel like they can't. That's it. They don't need parents. They don't need nothing. There literally was 14-year-olds. It's a high school by my job, right? It's by Barclay Center. Okay? That's what I'm going to say. Every time at 3 o'clock, okay? 3 o'clock, we hear the cops coming for high schoolers. And it's not someone, oh, the cops are just trying to do this, da, da, da. No, I have seen 14-year-olds drag a cop while I'm at work taking care of a patient, like, hi, this is da 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 da. Oh, yeah, oh, okay. While I'm watching a fight with a teenager and an officer. And mind you, a lot of the officers do not put their hands on these kids because they already know, they can't be playing. They cannot. So these kids are really just beating them, dragging them. And all they can do is try to get handcuffs on them. When the hell did we start fighting police officers? Like, listen, I'm not with them. I'm not saying anything. There's good officers. I am saying that. But when in the actual hell did we feel that we had that power and that, like, what? And then you're going to get upset when they arrest you. You're 14 years old trying to beat up an officer. I'm just confused. Just confused. But I don't want to stay on those topics as much. I wanted to just leave off with this, which is my podcast. So I'm going to hold off on that, put a little pin in that, because I can go on for days with that. We're going to just leave that there, put in a little box. Fine. We'll open it up next time. With this podcast, as you see, I'm going to be ranting. I'm going to be talking. I'm going to be running to this topic, to that topic. It's just whatever I feel that I want to just talk about, I'm going to do it. The podcast is called Gemeration because I didn't want to use generation because that's typical and just no. And also because I wanted to incorporate Spud Brooklyn in a lot of my episodes because he has a very, very good, like, mindset, the way he works. Like, if you guys haven't already seen his stuff, please definitely go look at that. Like, he got like 4 podcasts, all right? So I needed to have him in my podcast for just a little bit of time. So that's why I have the new podcast and the new name. It's called Gemeration because G for guidance. I'm looking down because I wrote it. I did not remember it. But G for guidance, E for empowered, M for music, E for engaging, R for rants, A for audience, T for talks, I for issues, O for opinions, and N for news. And all those things there are literally what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be giving you my rants. I'm going to be giving you the issues that I see needs to be spoken about. I'm going to be giving you the news that I see and I do my research about. I'm going to be empowering you guys to do better with leaving every single time I leave out of this podcast with one motivational quote, whatever it is. It could just be, keep doing it. And hey, I'm going to make sure that that's left so you guys can leave with a smile on your face. But besides the point, the whole spread out is just a new and improved me. So I want to keep it short and simple for the first one. I thank you guys so much for watching. Honestly, just thank you. And if you are watching this, that means you watched my video of how I got to Florida. And I know I didn't film how I got here. But again, if you're watching this, that means you watched that. And if you didn't watch that, go watch that because this is not going to make any damn sense. But thank you guys again. My name is King. I'm here in Shoe Studio. And yeah, thank you guys. Keep up the good work, for real. Don't worry about anything. Honestly, just worry about you. And always make sure you good. Thank you guys. This is giving me, it's giving me, you know, when they do the street freestyles and they have the mic on
mic
this. This is exactly what it's giving. Like the mic here is making me feel like there's like a little logo on the side. Okay. All right.
And you